but after the race.
Right.
Not during the race. Okay, Trois-Rivières Grand Prix. That is, maybe we're gonna go up like that.
Yep.
Trois-Rivières Grand Prix, Trois-Rivières Grand Prix. That's the front stretch here. We will be, depends on your gear ratio. You can be in 4th gear or 3rd gear, but the main thing you have to remember, Trois-Rivières it's a town, it's a city. Those are streets. So the way that streets are designed is to drain the water. So that's why we have a crest at the middle of the track. So you need to pay attention to that and drive the car accordingly to the pavement. We can see corner 1, and just behind the braking marks we have a nice little bump there. So we need to pay attention to that and start turning kind of early but smooth with your hands, because you don't want to be too aggressive. Let the car work very nicely over the crest. You will need to be very close to that wall. Corner 1 apex is very important because you're gonna have some banking at this point that's gonna catch you up. As you exit out of the corner, you need to accelerate very hard, and it's gonna drop off camber at the exit, so you might get a little loose here. But now going towards corner 2, corner 2 bridge could be a good reference. You want to be 3/4 towards the right, acceleration hard, and that corner does kind of a funnel, so you need to not overdrive the entrance, and again bring it really close to the wall on your left. There's a manhole there as a reference for your mid corner. Again, you need to roll back on the power very hard. You're going downhill. Open the wheel and get back on the power very hard. Use all the track you can. Get really close to the wall. And then going down for the arch. The arch is the oldest reference here. Everybody knows the Grand Prix of Trois-Rivières because of the arch. You want to be really close to the right wall because it's super tight here. You need to take all the track you can to make it very nice. At the apex, mid part of the corner has to be behind that wall right there. Again, you're crossing the crest and make it towards the right, and then use all the track because this is the longest stretch of that track. Now you're going up the hill, probably going to be up 3rd gear at this point, and this is where you need to set up your passing, because you can draft here and you can play a lot with the other cars, trying to move them around if you need. And at the other end of that back stretch, you're gonna have a very intense braking zone. So with our NASCAR car, we will be probably hitting the brakes around 150. Again, if you're overtaking someone on the left, you are riding the crest, so you're not having a flat patch on their braking. That's what makes it really tricky. And you have a hole in the wall, that's where you need to turn. So visual wise, it's not perfect here. It's really busy. There's a lot of walls, there's a lot of signs everywhere, so you need to be very precise on where you want to bring the car. Apex here, cross the crest, and then back on the power very hard up to 3rd gear. And then now at this point, aiming towards Dépaillé, we call it. This backstretch here can be a lot of fun when you try to pass someone, because the next corner it's one of the highest speed corner we have on the track as well. So you can hard brake people, but you got to be very careful, because if anything happened, you can both go pretty deep in the ditch. So you got to be smart out there. But this is another passing zone. You have to downshift back to 2nd gear or 3rd gear, depends on your gear ratio. Again, here you'll see it's a street circuit, so you need to get close to the wall. But look at the exit. What we got here, it's a sidewalk. If you want, for today, you can work with the sidewalk. You can go on it, and then afterwards back to your left. Make sure you try to brake on the flat part of the track. Don't brake on the sidewalk. Bring it back on the track, brake on the flat part. And then this is the Ryan. Very tight hairpin. Back to 1st gear or 2nd gear, close to the wall. Accelerate really hard, but don't use the whole track on your right. First, because it's off camber. And second reason is because you need to bring the car all the way back to your left for the last corner of that track, which is Villeneuve. This one you need to be super close to the wall. Then afterwards leads you to the last stretch of that corner. You need to use that little curb there before to head towards the start finish line at Trois-Rivières Grand Prix.